Scott Blake with Ethereal TV, bringing to you the 28th episode of The Last Piece to the Puzzle. The motto for me is silver, gold, and cryptos equals freedom because they are decentralized assets and they're going to play an important part in the immediate, short-term, and long-term futures. And let's get straight into the price action today. Currently, we have Bitcoin at, let me give it a quick refresh live. $9,160.83. Ethereum is at $226.10. Litecoin is at $41.84, and Chainlink is at $4.58. And you can look at some of the other prices if you would like. You can always pause the video and make sure y'all go check out ethereal.com, www.ethereal.com, and go to purchase my cousin's book. Check this out. Basically, he goes around the world showing a lot of ancient civilizations and things like that, bringing those type of things to the light for people to know about so they can go check them out and learn about them on their own. And there's other things on the website. There's a lot of information, just generalized information that has a lot to do with different things, physical and mental wellness. And so definitely go check that out. And we have gold at $1,774.84, and silver is at $17.92. And to me, it's the same chart that I drew yesterday. I'm going on a daily type of scenario, 24-hour chart, not the half hour, 5 minute, 4 hour chart. You know what I'm saying? And I still see, like you can see it here, a giant bull flag. I mean, I don't see that much has changed in that scenario, so I'm not going to go too much into it today. There's a bunch of trading channels that you can go visit if you would like to hear that type of stuff. But I am going to talk about some very interesting topics that I found interesting. That's so this article, let's start with this one. This is an old article from May of 2016. This says investors. This is by U.S. Money Blog Gold, Suzanne McGee. It says investors and Donald Trump are loving gold. How long will the rush last? The gold prices has soared alongside the fortunes of Donald Trump, a big fan of the precious metal. How long can the new gold rush last? Now, I remind you, this was from 2016, and after I read a little bit of it, I'll explain why I think it's important. There's a very significant thing in this article that I found. Two people that you wouldn't, and you might see it on the topic of the video, but two people that you really wouldn't expect to be in the same thing. So let's go on. Two phenomena that pundits said would almost certainly never happen have taken place this week. Donald Trump clinched the Republican presidential nomination, and the price of gold capped a 15-month rally by soaring above 1,300 an ounce. Coincidence? Logic would suggest so. But then this is anything but a logical market environment or presidential electoral cycle, and there are in fact several ways in which gold is the ultimate Trumpian investment. First, there's the fact that Trump himself is a fan of the precious metal, even though it is notoriously a bad investment, paying no earnings, dividends, or income of any kind. Gold prices are volatile. Now, let's stop right there for a second. Gold is up over $1,700 an ounce. So since 2016 to now, gold per ounce has gained about $400. So, I mean, I don't know what this person's talking about investment, but from 2016 to now, gold was a very, very good investment in actuality. Let's just focus on that for a second. And I'll continue. It says gold prices are volatile, to put it mildly, while its fans have included at times hedge fund billionaires like George Soros and John Paulson. Their speculation hasn't always left them with big profits. On the contrary, Paulson's huge bet on the world's largest gold exchange traded fund, the SPDR Gold Trustee ETF, had caused him to lose $736 million by mid-2013. So that is what I found interesting. Hedge fund billionaires like George Soros. So this is a 2016 article that talks about how Donald Trump and George Soros are big gold investors. Now, fast forward to 2020, where we're at now. From that point of 2016, gold is up $400. And I just wanted to bring that to people's attention because I feel like that, like when a lot of times when I hear people talking about the left, they're talking about the George Soros, and they're talking about the right, they're talking about people like Trump. Now let's remind you, in 2016, both of this article is focused on both of those guys heavily being invested in gold. So it's funny, if you type that in now, you won't. I typed this in for now recently in Google about, you know, the big people that are investing in gold, the big names such as Soros or Trump, you know what I mean? And this article is what popped up. So it's been quiet for the last 4 years. I mean, Trump has been president, and you know, maybe that's why we haven't heard anything about it. But when he was running, it got a lot of gold investors excited because he's a big gold advocate, just to let people know. And so on the other side is George Soros. What are the chances in that? This is why the show is called Last Piece to the Puzzle, because we are connecting the dots whether people see it or not. And so let's go into the next topic. This is very interesting as well. Let's go to the top. It says this was on June 23rd that this happened, but an article was written by Hannah Osborne from Tech and Science. It says global magnetic anomaly detected during deep solar minimum. It says a global magnetic anomaly was detected on June 23rd with experts using magnetometers, a device that measures magnetism, noticing an unusual wave appear in their data. This wave appeared at a time when there should be little to pick up on. Earth's magnetic field is generated by its liquid iron core and protects the planet from the solar wind, the stream of charged particles that comes from the sun. The magnetic field interacts with these particles, and when there is an influx of magnetometers, can detect these anomalies. Activity on the sun is currently at its lowest point of its 11-year cycle, a phase known as the solar minimum. The current solar minimum is one of the deepest since the start of the space age, with activity on the surface of the sun quieter than normal. Because of this, there is little change to the magnetic field for instruments to pick up on. So basically these instruments picked up on a huge magnetic anomaly, they're calling it, June 23rd, which was 5 days ago. Let's continue. Spaceweather.com, a website dedicated to the sun-Earth environment, first reported the anomaly. Stuart Green from Preston, UK, who operates a magnetometer, told the site he was surprised when his instruments picked up on the anomaly. For more than 30 minutes, the local magnetic field oscillated like a sine wave. He is quoted as saying there was no uptick in the solar wind speed or other factors that might explain the disturbance. Spaceweather.com says this disturbance was noticed around the world, with a global network of observatories picking up the anomaly at the same time. What caused the anomaly is believed to be a pulsation continuation, PC, the website notes. William Brown from the British Geological Survey's geomagnetism team told Newsweek that they have recorded a wiggle in their magnetic observatory measurements. He said the last noticeably active period was at the end of March, and that it would be very quiet recently. This is excellent for my work, he said. I'm interested in the magnetic fields generated in Earth's core and the rocks of our crust, and we get the best measurements when there is least activity originating from the sun to interfere. So that's also what I wanted to bring to you guys' attention about everything that's going on, the coronavirus, you know what I mean, the crazy financial world, you know, the Fed printing unlimited amounts of money, and on top of that we have unknown global magnetic anomalies happening. So what caused the magnetic anomaly? It sounds like they're pretty unsure, but they all detected it around the world. On June 23rd, something happened that caused a unknown, because they're saying that it wasn't caused from the sun, some type of magnetic surge. So it's very interesting to me because I'm into that type of thing. And that's all I have for you guys today. This is Doc Blake with the last piece to the puzzle with Ethereal TV. I'll see y'all next time. Peace.